Hello everybody, welcome to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new album by the classic heavy metal band Judas Priest with their newest record, Invincible Shield. So it's been 50 years since their debut record came out, which is insane to see, honestly. And Invincible Shield, well, we can kind of look and see how things have changed for the band from then to now. Judas Priest, in my opinion, they don't quite capture the sound that they did at their best, but I feel like the newer essence of this band has kind of been on a revival for some classic ideas. And I'm not going to say that I think around the Redeemer period of the band I kind of just didn't really care as much, but I feel like the album that really pulled me in was Firepower, and this being a great 2018 record, just fantastic, honestly. But I will have to say, Invincible Shield is probably the best album they've had in a while. There's just a lot of concrete bangers, and there's not really anything that feels remotely disappointing, especially for an album that's over an hour long. It is possible that there could have been some weaker tracks, but as it goes on, I would say it's a great album, but I don't think it's still them capturing the best sound they could. I think, honestly, compared to Firepower, it's a little bit stronger. I feel Firepower just has more standout tracks and more of the concrete ideas and writing, but Invincible Shield manages to capture more of that kind of energy and just overall aesthetic of Judas Priest that we've built upon. And I kind of get a little bit of essences of some of their classic stuff from around the Painkiller to British Steel era. I don't know if it's just me though, but I honestly think some of the guitar work is some of the best they've had in a while. Some of the writing as well just works really nicely, and some of the singles have just been fantastic. I mean, Panic Attack, and then you've had Crown of Thorns and Trial by Fire is great, but one of the top tracks they've ever put out in the discography is on this record. I would say Invincible Shield is absolutely fantastic, and this and Gates of Hell are some of the best stuff I've heard from the band. But Invincible Shield, the self-titled track being the best, was not what I expected, but I just love the way it wraps around. I just love how insane it goes, and there's just some fantastic guitar solos just written within this record that just don't feel forced and just excel in just such a iconic, fun, classic Judas Priest way. I wouldn't say you'd really get anything as big as Painkiller or Breaking the Law, but I feel Judas Priest at this point don't need to. They've really marked the legacy, and I feel like just now, just anything from them would be cool. It's been 6 years since we had the last album, so it's not like this album was even rushy anyway. A lot of it just had a lot of time and care put into it, and I think Judas Priest kind of know what a modern fans want to get out of it, because there's definitely some great ideas in it. For sure. This is a fun record though. I honestly will say, from Judas Priest, probably one of their strongest. I just think there's so many good tracks. Even the bonus stuff, like Lodger, while I might consider it to be some of the weaker stuff, which thankfully is just the, deluxe edition, I still think there's some great stuff on it anyway. So it is still good to me, even if there's the weaker stuff towards the end. But as I said, just a good album all the way through. Just a fun time. I just listen to this one if you're just looking for some classic heavy metal to scratch, because when it comes to modern classic, it is pretty nice, honestly. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a fun Judas Priest album, and I definitely recommend it. So I hope you all enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, see you in the next video.